everybody, welcome back. Thanks for joining your virtual drinking buddy on this 15th day of Advent already. I know I say it every day, but son of a gun, it's flying by. So, without further ado, let's dive right into it. Out of the Advent calendar today is O'Shea's Traditional Irish Red Ale. Thought I better look at that when I was writing it down on my notes. Not that there were notes that I was wanting to take, but I wrote it down wrong because it's an Irish Red, and so at first I just wrote Irish Red, and then I think I wrote maybe Original Irish Red Lager or something like that. Then I actually looked at the bottle and saw that it says Traditional Irish Red Ale. So, yeah, that's why I looked and kind of paused. With a strong and creamy malt body and a perfectly balanced bitterness, this beer is welcoming to seasoned craft drinkers and newcomers alike. You know, that sounds about right. Feel like, and a beer date with TK touched on this in one of his videos. Oh, sounds like my wife's home. But he was saying that reds, browns, and ambers are kind of in a group, and they're the sort of beers that get people into drinking craft beer. And I'm sure that's the road I went down. Some of my early favorites were like Killian's, Fat Tire. I love Fat Tire. Went through a huge Fat Tire phase. It was all that I really wanted to drink. Wow, that's weird. So from the floor above, and I'm sitting on a concrete floor, my beagle running over the top of us made the umbrellas on my lights like billow. I call her a stampede of one, so I suppose you probably just displaced the air that much. Well, what in the hell was I saying? Yes, Traditional Irish Red Ale. So yeah, Beer Date with TK did a video where he talked about the group it's not necessarily a group. They're each their own beer, but I kind of lump them together: browns, reds, and ambers. They're all kind of in there. So if you want to check that out, he makes a really good point on that. And so this, I guess what I'm getting at is the statement on the back here that it's welcoming to seasoned craft drinkers and newcomers alike is probably pretty accurate. I would say most reds probably are. So I'll stop rambling and have a drink. Cheers. Oh, that's good. It's got a little bit of bitterness, and it mixes well. There's like a little bit of a smoky flavor in there, and it kind of finishes with the malt. You notice the bitter and the smoky at first, and finishes with a malty taste, and that's right up my alley. And for me, this is the type of beer that I would probably want to drink, say, around St. Paddy's Day. I think this would go really well with corned beef and cabbage, personally. Might not be for everybody. I know there's a lot of Guinness drinkers out there. I know there's a lot of people that on St. Patrick's Day just want to drink beer. They don't really care what it is as long as there's a lot of it. But I kind of lean towards the reds if I can get a good deal on them. I'm going to have another drink, though, see if there's anything I missed. No, smoky, little bitter, little malty at the end. It's a great beer, and as I keep saying, I sound like a broken record by now, but it's just because there's so many O'Shea's in this calendar. I don't think they're readily available in the States. I'm pretty sure it was Bullman from Bullman's Beer Reviews said that he's seen them in the UK before. So O'Shea's, makes beer on a regular basis, but all of these that are in the Aldi Advent Calendar might just be contract beers. Like maybe they just brewed a variety for the Advent Calendar, or they just this is kind of their offering. They make several flavors, and for the most part they've been pretty good. So, and I'm pretty sure I've got a couple more coming still. So, you have not seen the last of O'Shea's. But if you're in the States looking for this, I don't know that you're going to find it outside of the Advent Calendar. You're probably going to have to do some real looking. Excuse me. Got the belches already. How terribly rude. Oh, for heaven's sake. I do apologize. So yeah, if you're looking for this, I don't know that you're going to be able to find it outside the Advent Calendar, but maybe if you had a friend that got an Advent Calendar and maybe they'd be kind enough to share some of these with you. I'm not sure, but that's really all I have for you today. Thanks for joining me. Come back again tomorrow for the 16th day of Advent. Not sure what I'm drinking yet, but I'll find out shortly, and you'll find out tomorrow. If you liked what you saw, please hit the like and subscribe button below. And this is the Malted Gentleman reminding you, you only have one liver, so use it wisely.